Yeah.
We're coming to you for our 2:30 Daily Live. We got some fun things happening today. Of course, really and truly the most fun thing is this Wheel of Winnings. It's going to go down today. Ellen made that just for our backers. And anybody else that calls in and is caller number 4, you will get to spin digitally through me. You will spin the Wheel of Winnings. And it will be amazing. Hope you're having a good day. Today is what? Wednesday? Today's Tuesday. Good deal. Today is Tuesday. Hope you're having an awesome Tuesday. We are rocking and rolling in the Hot Pocket Kickstarter. It is basically a portable campfire for your sleeping bag. That's what the Hot Pocket is. It's a new creation for Sierra Madre in that it is a quilted, insulated compression bag that you can actually completely open up. And then use this to heat your body up when it's cold. We got a radiant heat panel right here and a radiant heat panel right here. And these two things add up to instant warmth for you in the wild when you're in your sleeping bag, top quilt, blanket, sprinter van, at your home, doesn't really matter. It's got a portable power pack inside of it. So it is wireless, and that's why we call it the portable campfire without the smoke. No smoke included. So here's what we're going to do today. We got a few questions I'm going to go through, and we're going to do our call in so that number 4 is going to get a chance to win something amazing. Callers 1, 2, and 3 actually are able to enter into the competition to win a Nube Mark III by getting the closest to our final pledge amount on Kickstarter. So if you're just tuning in, Kickstarter is a platform where we bring new products to life. So we launch our major products on Kickstarter, and the Hot Pocket is our number 6 Kickstarter campaign. We're super excited about it. We really, really appreciate you giving the campaign a share. That would help us get the word out and would be very much appreciated by our whole team. Right now, we are sitting at $237,000 in funding, which is, oh sweet. And now we are at 1,901 backers. Nice. 1,901 people have pledged for the Hot Pocket. That amps me up. Super exciting. 237K. So, all that to say, that's the Hot Pocket. It's on Kickstarter. It's live. Let's go through. Oh, I know what I want to do. If you're watching this, drop us a comment below and tell us your favorite place to go cold weather camping. Where do you love to cold weather camp? Drop us a comment below. Let us know where that is. We would love to hear about that adventure in the comments. All right, I got a couple of questions. Number 1, if the Hot Pocket is being used in the air chair, would the weight of a person damage the heating panels over time? Great question. I want to answer that in 2 different ways. The first way is that the Hot Pocket actually, in its best form, will sit on the outside of the air chair rather than the inside. So you actually don't have to sit on the Hot Pocket to use it to warm your backside up in a camp chair. If you're just tuning in, this little feature is kind of new for the Hot Pocket. Originally, it was just a place to store your sleeping bag, compress it, preheat it, and then open it up for instant warmth. Well, we've since added the strap pack, which are these guys, and you can use the strap pack to simply add it now use it as a day pack, or you can use it on like your camp chair to warm up your backside, which is now known as the Bumder quilt. The Bumder quilt by who was the lady that named it that? I gotta call her out. So we're gonna use her term. The Bumder quilt, which is kind of like a bum underquilt, right, for your air chair. I know we had a question a few days ago about will the Hot Pocket work on another camp chair? The answer is yes, it will work on a similar style camp chair as far as size camp chair. Sorry, my computer's up here freaking out. But it will work. So all that to say, you're not necessarily going to be sitting on top of the Hot Pocket. Can you? Yes, you can. The only thing you would want to think about is the battery pack. Obviously, you don't want to sit on that. The battery pack's not going to be all that comfortable. But everything else, you won't even know that it's there. The silicone switch is made to withstand pressure. In fact, if you go to the Kickstarter page and you watch the video, you'll see my Land Cruiser literally running over the switch. This is the product that we ran over, and we ran over it, and it works just fine still. So no problem there from a durability standpoint. But ultimately, we would suggest using the Hot Pocket on the outside of your chair, just like you would an underquilt for your hammock. Cool. Next question. Here we go. All right, the Bumder quilt was, yes, how do we say that? Akira Sawa. So Akira, you have dubbed most appropriately the Bumder quilt. Wanted to give you credit. All right, so what's another question? Here we go. Let's see. Does the Hot Pocket roll up like a towel with clips to keep it in shape? I really don't necessarily understand that question, other than it can roll up. So let's say I wanted to store the Hot Pocket. I'd probably take the battery out first, to be honest. So if I wanted to store the Hot Pocket, I would remove the battery, roll it all the way up, and then you could just clip it together, and it packs down nice and small, kind of like that. So that's how I would store the Hot Pocket if it wasn't in use. Again, you would want to take the battery out to be able to get it nice and compressed. So you could slip that down in your pack really easily. I guess that's what they meant by a towel. Is the battery UK compatible? This is a great point. Can you get a charger with a non-US socket? Great point. That brings up the international charging phenomenon. Obviously, there are different plugs around the world. Here's how we're going to do this. We're using, like I said, USB-C for the ports. The Hot Pocket standard is going to come with a USB-C port-to-port cable, and then a standard wall socket that will fit. I think you can even do it so that it fits some international places, but the majority of our backers are definitely in the United States, so that will be the primary delivery method. There will be an option to add an international plug during our post-campaign survey, and I imagine that'll be just a couple of bucks. We'll have that made so that our international backers can have the exact plug that they need. Be sure, that brings up another good point, for the charging and for the Hot Pocket in general. please be sure and go to update number 2 and answer the questionnaire there and give us some feedback on a few key points that we're trying to nail down with our backers. So be sure to go to that. Let's see. Can you transform the Hot Pocket to become a heated pillow by using clips or the zipper? The answer to that is yes, absolutely. So here's what I've got here. I've got a small Hot Pocket. Inside I've got a Puffle 40-degree adventure blanket. And I've basically got the switch and the battery facing the ground or facing the table. Put that down, and then right here is fantastic when it comes to acting as a pillow. You just close this end, keep it zipped up, and you can use this as a pillow while you're traveling, etc. You can stuff sweatshirt, you can stuff a down jacket, you can stuff anything you want inside of the Hot Pocket, and then you'll have a nice heated pillow, because what you've got is you've got a quilted area. This is quilted with insulation, and then you've got the heat panel that is right here. So that's nice and warm, and that would act as a great pillow. I know Laura plans on putting one of her puffles and her puffalo. You got a puffalo? Yep. And her puffalo in there so that both are nice and warm when she heads out for camp. So I'll just compare sizing. This is the small Hot Pocket, and this is the puffalo. Give you an idea of sizing there. Cool. All right. Let's. Why don't we do this? Why don't we go take some calls? We ready for calls, Lexi?
Ready.
All right. Sweet. So if you're caller number 4, starting right now, call us at 908-444-6767. Number 4 is going to get to spin this amazing wheel of winnings. So give us a call, and you'll get a chance for that and a chance to win a Nube Mark III, pending your guess. Let's see if I can sneak one more question in while we're waiting for our first call.
Question from Instagram said, weatherproofing, question mark?
Weatherproofing. Yeah, so the Hot Pocket, we got our first caller. I'll answer that really quickly. The Hot Pocket is weather resistant so that it repels water, but it's also breathable. Just so you know, you wouldn't necessarily want it to be completely waterproof, because then it's going to make condensation or sweat a problem inside of your sleeping bag.
Caitlin Magner. Awesome.
Caitlin, all right.
Her husband.
The Magners got this thing dialed in.
All right, Caitlin, do you have a guess for what you think our end goal is going to be?
Okay. I think I'm going to guess 3:30.
3:30.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted, Caitlin. Love it. How are you doing today, Caitlin?
Doing good. The baby's sleeping, so my arms are taking a rest.
That's awesome. How old is your baby now? How many months? Is it 1 month yet?
He is, actually he'll be 1 month tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday. What's the baby's name?
Benedict James.
Benedict.
Oh.
That's a good name. I love it.
Yeah.
Caitlin, thanks for calling in. I'm sure, knowing you and Bradley's luck, you will be very close to winning this Nube, if not winning it.
Yeah. Which actually, Bradley's over here going, can I call it again?
Let's see. What did Bradley win something the other day?
Yeah.
You won a hammock the other day. Bradley, you can call in and guess a number, but we're well, yeah, sure. Try again, Bradley. Thanks for calling, Caitlin. You got any questions for us?
I think I had one the other day, but I don't remember anymore.
Shoot
Spin the wheel.
us a comment.
All right.
Thanks. Talk to you soon, Kaylin. Bye.
Alright, bye.
Here's number 2. You guys are on point.
Sierra Madre, are you tuning into our live?
Yes, I am.
Yay! Who are we talking to?
My name is Carrie.
Carrie.
What's up, Carrie? Is it Kerry or Carie?
It's Kari.
I was all kinds of wrong. How are you doing, Carrie?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Fantastic. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
No way. You might as well be in the office with us.
I'm sorry?
I said you might as well be in the office with us.
I know. I thought one of your bags was coming for one of my Boy Scouts in my family.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Great. Well, Carrie, unfortunately, you're not number 4, but you get to enter in the Nube Mark III competition. Listen, we are at $237,000 in funding right now. We've got 23 more days to go. Where do you think we're going to land, Carrie?
I'm going to say 269.
269.
269.
Yes.
Good guess, Carrie. I think we're going to be there by Friday, though.
Hopefully.
Oh, man. Hey, Carrie, how did you find out about Sierra Madre?
I think through, it was a social media, but I'm not really sure which one or how, if it was like a concert or like a Kickstarter thing.
Awesome.
Or maybe I possibly was following something and they said to follow some other people that they had tagged, so I'm really not 100% sure how I found out about you. But then when I dug into it more, I did find that you guys were local to us.
Bam. We just moved here. We've been here about a year and a half now. We love it.
So have we. We moved up here from Florida.
No way.
And we're cold now. We're cold-blooded, so we need something to keep us warm.
We got you.
Chattanooga.
We got you, girl. Hot Pocket. All day.
Yep.
Carrie, do you have any questions for us?
I'm sorry?
Do you have any questions for us on the Hot Pocket?
No, you answered a question I had when you added your back strap, the clip, to make it a backpack. That was going to be one of my questions. Is there a way to convert it into like a day bag?
We got you, girl.
So I saw that in an email recently, so I'm going to get one of those too, I think.
Sweet. Awesome. Yep. Day pack enabled. And you can use it on our camp chair.
Yes. Okay.
Thanks for calling in, Carrie. We'll talk to you soon. Come by and see us sometime.
I will. Thank you. Good luck.
All right. See you later.
Okay.
Bam. Calling number 3.
All right. Asheville.
Asheville. All right.
Hi, Sierra Madre. Are you tuning into our live? Hello. Oh, well.
Who's number 3 now? They just dropped?
Yep. All right, here we go again.
We just lost you. If you were in Asheville, made a mistake in going with Sprint.
Sierra Madre, are you tuning into our live?
Yeah, sure am.
Yay! Who are we talking to?
This is Ethan. I called a few days ago.
Ethan, yes you did.
You won a few days ago.
Ethan, you were a winner a couple of days ago.
Yeah, sure was. I love the hammock. I
You did?
loved it. Strung it up and everything.
Wait, did you already get your hammock you won?
Yeah, I already got it.
Awesome. Awesome. Already using it too.
Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. See there, you can win, guys. Ethan, testament. Look, Ethan, today you're number 3, so you almost won a stinking again, man.
Oh, man, that's close.
Did you already put a number in, Ethan? He put a number
Oh,
in.
I sure did.
I'll give you an opportunity to amend your number if you want. Or do you want to stick with your original number?
I'll do that. I'll take you up on that.
Okay. Well, look, here's where we are, Ethan. If you hadn't looked today, we're at $237,000. We got 23 days left. What do you think we're going to land on?
I'm gonna go with 318.
318. Love it. Good deal. What was his original? Do you have it? All right. We'll amend your original, Ethan, to 318 now, so you have a better chance.
Great, I love it, man.
Awesome, Ethan. We'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah, why not? That time.
Awesome. Have a good day, brother.
All right, you too. Bye.
See you. All right, who's going to be number 4? Probably Bradley Magner.
Sierra Madre, are you tuning into our live?
I sure am.
Yay!
Tell me that's Bradley. Who is this?
It's me, I got it.
The odds of that are just about impossible. I can't even believe this. We're gonna have to figure out y'all's number and watch for it next time. Bradley? What in the world, man? This is impressive. Your phone dialing skills and timing is off the hook, sir.
Yeah, I'm zeroing it in.
Yep.
I have to stop after this.
You hold this thing sideways, like into the frame, so it looks really like it's floating. You're about to get to spin. Did he do it yesterday?
Oh yeah?
Was it yesterday?
No, it was like on Friday when we were
Friday.
outside.
You didn't do the Wheel of Winning, did you, Bradley?
No, I think
Is it in
I won
frame?
before you
Go further in.
implemented that.
There you go.
All right. Well,
It's not far away.
well, look. Do you want a hard spin or a soft spin, Bradley?
Give me a hard spin.
Hard spin. All right, here we go. What's the sound that they make in Wheel of Fortune? Here we go, Bradley.
I feel like Vanna
All
White.
right.
15%. You get a 15% discount code, my Bradley man.
All right.
All right, write them down. Has he already got a guess in?
He does have a guess in, guys.
Do you want to amend your guess, Bradley?
Well, I said 317. I think I'm gonna have to raise this thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to you, man.
Maybe 325.
All right, he goes higher.
All right.
Love it. Bradley, we're gonna get you all taken care of, brother. You got any questions for us?
I do.
Let's hear
The
it.
hammock that I was on. I was wondering. I had bought a hammock in 2013. I was wondering if that one was before the one that I won was before or after that when I bought it, because it looks different. The compression bag has the words are at an angle, and anyway, I didn't know.
What color is your 2013 Paris?
It's black with a red outline.
Okay. So you got the opposite. So you got right now what you won is Rock and Chili. What you got originally was Chili Rock, right?
Yeah, it's red with the gray
Yeah.
gray outline. I think.
Yeah.
And the one I got in was
So it's hard for me to say exactly, but I think depending on when you purchased in 13, you probably received an even earlier hammock.
Okay.
With your original purchase. We had one shipment that went out before we started shipping Rockin' Chilies. So if you got into that
Okay.
first shipment, that's what that would be. I would have to see the exact color of the red webbing to be able to tell you which shipment you were in.
Gotcha.
So there's like this.
Your first Kickstarter was live when I bought it, because that's when I found y'all. And
Got it.
I went and automatically started buying the hammock and everything.
Got it. Yeah, I'd have to see. If you want to send a picture to Lexi, I could probably identify whether it was pre what you received or post.
Okay. Well, another thing too. I think it was recommendation here. Would there be like a side sleeve or something? Maybe you could slide your phone on the side of the hot pocket where while it's charging, you can have your phone like in a little sleeve.
Stick it in the
Or
sleeve.
something like that. I don't know. It's just an idea.
That's a good idea.
It's not really a pocket, but maybe a little side sleeve where
Right.
if you're walking with the backpack on, you can have it charged and then a little sleeve on the left side or something.
Cool. All right.
Idea.
Well, right now we've got the pocket for the battery. You could stick your phone in there, but I will gladly open this up to comments below. Guys, do you think we should have a sleeve where you can put your phone in on the outside of the hot pocket? So perhaps something where you would just have a sleeve, not even a full pocket, if I'm understanding you correct, Bradley. More like just an open top that you could slide it down into.
Yep.
Everything's possible. Drop it in the comments if you want a sleeve for your phone to go into. I have a feeling we'll have some people that think it's awesome and some people that think that it's going to be too heavy. Because everybody thinks everything's too heavy sometimes. But good idea, man.
It might be the situation with the puffle pocket that
It's the same
on.
Same thing, right? Hey, you've got a puffle, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we got two.
Right. So, did you notice the pocket?
Yeah.
Does
Yep.
were you pro pocket or anti pocket?
I was pro pocket.
Pro
I mean,
pocket.
It's there if you need it. If not, whatever.
Right.
You know?
You can't even see it if you don't want it.
Yeah, you barely see. I'm looking at it right now.
We might be able to do a hidden pocket in the hot pocket. There's a lot of pockets already. We got the hot pocket. We got the battery pocket. We could have a cell pocket. What's another pocket?
Yeah.
Awesome. Bradley, you got anything else, man?
That's it. Y'all keep up the great work. I think y'all are doing great. Got every one of y'all's products. I'm looking forward to everything else you'll come out with.
Thanks, dude. We appreciate it, man.
You're
I'll
welcome.
talk to you tomorrow, brother.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
See you, brother.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Back to the questions. So if you've got a few questions, be sure and drop them in comments below. Before I wrap up, I want to go through a little bit. We had a question come in on Instagram about the materials, about waterproofing, about weatherproofing, and I wanted to talk about that really quickly. If you watch our video, you'll see that we throw water at the fabric. It is water resistant, and it's going to repel water. It won't be able to hold water, so if you were to pour water into it, it won't be able to hold water, but it will resist water. The real reason for that is you want to keep it breathable. We want to make sure that the hot pocket is breathable because you want to be able to let sweat or moisture evaporate through the hot pocket. You know, a feature that we haven't really touched on yet at all is drying out damp clothes. And the hot pocket's perfect for that. If you can imagine getting off the trail and having some damp clothing, inserting that, putting that into the hot pocket and letting the hot pocket heat that up and dry it out could really, really be nice the next day, because the following day when you're trying to put your trail clothes back on, them being dry and warm, or at least more dry and more warm, will make a big difference in your enjoyment while you're on the trail. So that's another thing you can do, and moisture evaporation will be important, and that's why we did not make the hot pocket waterproof, only water resistant. So we had another question come in. So currently you mentioned 500 cycles in your battery. This is kind of like a statement. It'd be interesting if that could be a replaceable battery and have some type of a disposable option. That's a great question. So honestly, I don't know the ins and outs about replacing the actual lithium ion cartridges. That's what they are, cartridges. inside of the power pack, we will look into that. That's a great idea. I'll talk with our manufacturer and we can look into what it would cost, what it would change in the design in order to make it an interchangeable power pack. You know, really what that question leads me to is more of is there a way to recycle our power pack? And that is something we're digging into and working towards, is because these things have a limited use cycle. Some cycles may be, 2 years of good use. You think about 500 cycles in a battery before you start losing efficiency. So that's quite a bit of use. Eventually, though, 2 to 4 years down the road, you're going to retire that battery and replace it with something more up to date in a technology sense. So we will investigate and continue to investigate the recyclable option for that. And what's great is as technology continues to develop, those options will become more and more prevalent for us, so that we are not throwing these things into a landfill, and instead we're recycling these and reusing the materials. So that is all of the questions I've got right now, unless anything came in comment-wise. Guys and girls, ladies and gents, thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Thanks for calling in. If you didn't make it through today, be sure and call in tomorrow. We're going to do another live at 2:30, trying to answer everybody's questions. If you would be so kind to share this video out or share out the campaign, tell your friends about the Hot Pocket and the cool things or the warm things, the hot things that the Hot Pocket are going to enable you to do while you're experiencing the wild in comfort and protection. We appreciate the shares. We're thankful for you. Drop a comment below. Let us know where you like to go cold weather camping. And if you have any other questions, please drop them below. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great day.
Good night, Michael in Sweden.
Good night, Michael in Sweden. Michael, you are the man. Let me just say that. Tuning in from Sweden on a consistent basis.